Yeah.
Jeff, you remember E3 last year? Maybe not. You blacked out for most of it.
Yeah, it's all kind of a blur at this point. But I did a lot of stuff.
There was on the last day, we went down to Kentia Hall and we found Guitar Hero, which was just a pure rumor.
That I remember.
And we went down, we saw it, and it was awesome. It was totally like one of the best surprises of the show. It came out of Kentia Hall, which is usually just full of dirt.
Yeah.
That's usually what they sell down there.
They say the dirt bus, though. So
yeah, pretty much. I mean, like E3 is made up of multiple halls. There's the two main halls where the Microsoft and EA and all the big companies are, and that's where we are and all this stuff. But you go down below the stairs, and there's Kentia Hall, and down there is where all the crazy business is. You got light guns that are also mouses for computers, and you got people with lightsabers doing
virtual table tennis.
Yeah,
remember that from last year? That was
V-tennis, little V-tennis.
Yeah. So Rich just did another one of his Rich Gallup polls and asked all of the GameSpot staff what awesome thing they expect to see at Kentia Hall this year at E3. So let's find out what they said.
Hello, everyone. Once again, it's time for the Rich Gallup Poll. This year's question's all about E3. It's only a month away, but at last year's E3, we found one of our Game of the Year finalists in Kentia Hall. Have you heard of Kentia Hall? It's a little crazy. The game I'm talking about is, of course, Guitar Hero. And what do our editors think the best part of Kentia Hall will be this year? Now, Ryan Davis, last year, you were a pioneer of E3 because you went to Kentia Hall and you found Guitar Hero.
I actually went and we sought out Guitar Hero in Kentia Hall last. It was myth. No one even really knew. We actually went and talked to the Red Octane guys, and they gave us like a weird sideways look that we even knew about it. So yeah, that was the big score for us last year. And it was definitely like the coolest game that I saw.
So what's going to be the big score of Kentia Hall this year?
I mean, who knows? It's always like a lot of surprises down there. I expect I'll see some like lunatic Korean device that'll let me play like PSP games on a microwave or something.
Now, last year in Kentia Hall, we found one of our Game of the Year finalists in Guitar Hero. What will be the best part of Kentia Hall this year?
Hot dogs.
Are you serious?
Yes. I'm dead serious. The best part of Kentia Hall every year is hot dogs, and this year again, it will be hot dogs.
All right, Sim, what's the best part of Kentia Hall? What's it going to be this year?
Hot dogs, for sure. Has to be hot dogs.
Not grilled cheese?
Hot dogs.
What's going to be the best part of Kentia Hall this year?
Hot dogs.
That's what Tim said.
Hot dogs.
All right, thank you, Tom.
Grilled cheese sandwiches.
So the food? Yeah. Last year at E3, we found one of our Game of the Year finalists in Kentia Hall with Guitar Hero. What will be the best part of Kentia Hall this year at E3?
I'm going to have to go with the hot dogs and beer.
What's the best part of Kentia Hall? What's it going to be this year?
The bar.
You know what? Actually, one year they had this thing that my friend did where you could get your head scanned in 3D, and they would spit out like a 3D Studio Max model of your head with like photographic textures and everything.
All right, you were a pioneer with Ryan Davis last year, and you found Guitar Hero in Kentia Hall. What are you going to find in Kentia Hall this year for us?
Did someone already say hot dogs?
No one has said hot dogs yet.
Okay, yeah. The best hot dogs at E3 are in Kentia Hall. But that's pretty much it, really. I mean, Kentia Hall is just kind of a funny joke that was a lot funnier like 5 years ago, but now it's like just depressing, dude.
Dude, the best part about Kentia Hall is the fact that it's always like a frat house down there. And in Kentia Hall, they're all just sitting back, sharing beers and lounging out in each other's booze. It's like camaraderie down there, man. It's awesome. They're eating hot dogs.
How's the show going so far today?
I'm really enjoying it. Having a good time.
Yeah, it's been a great show so far. I think it's actually just getting started. But the question is, you've heard the question, Kentia Hall, what's the best part going to be this year?
Robo Sapien is the best part of Kentia Hall every year. So cool robots. That's why you go to Kentia Hall.
Brendan, what's the best part of Kentia Hall going to be this year?
I think the best part of Kentia Hall is definitely being treated like a rock star by like the Venezuelan MMO developers who haven't seen a press badge all conference.
Yeah, why don't you tell me what the best part of Kentia Hall will be this year?
I think that's where they're confining all the booth babes this year. It's Kentia Hall, so that's where I'm going. And I heard maybe hot dogs.
The hot dogs are delicious.
What will be the best part of Kentia Hall this year?
I think the overwhelming favorite every year is the frozen lemonade down there.
Everyone's been saying hot dogs. Are you going frozen lemonade?
I'm going with frozen lemonade. Hot dogs are hot dogs.
Last year in Kentia Hall, we found one of our Game of the Year finalists in Guitar Hero. What will be the best part of Kentia Hall this year?
The butt kicker, which is that speaker that kicks your butt.
One year they had free cherry Coke down there too. Like Coke themselves were there giving away cherry Coke, but that hasn't been back. So hopefully that'll be back. That'd be pretty awesome.
My God.
All All right, Craig, you're our last batter. What will be the best part of Kentia Hall this year?
I guess the best part of Kentia Hall is seeing all the people who treat you like royalty. They're kind of like peasants who are like, oh, come by, help me, save me, oh.
All right, that's going to do it for another Rich Gallup poll. And the findings are, we have a lot of hungry editors. Hot dogs, frozen lemonade. Personally, I'm looking forward to the grilled cheese. Yeah. If you have a question you want to hear heard on the Rich Gallup poll, use the form you see on the on-the-spot player here. But for now, let's send it back to us in the studio. Thanks, me.
Yeah,
I can't wait for
that
some
guy's
hot dogs.
good. We should hire him.
That was
totally
awesome
make
field
him a regular
reporting.
guy.
Enduring all kinds of trouble with Craig or what?
Hey, that was
Craig's crazy,
Craig's
man.
crazy. But if you do have a question you want to hear on the show, on the Rich Gallup poll, or today during today's broadcast, use the form you see on the player. You'll beam right over Ryan Davis's laptop, and we'll ask him here if they're good ones. Cool.
Great. Everyone wants to know what's up with the hot dogs. I don't think anyone really realized how integral hot dogs are to the E3 experience.
Yeah, lines for food everywhere at the show are kind of a nightmare. They have designated food areas, food zones, but since no one's ever in Kentia Hall, there's a hot dog stand down there, and the hot dogs are actually really easy to get to. So, no lines.
They're a party, you could
Hot
say.
dogs, no waiting. It's a party.
It's totally a party. You know who's also having a party right now?
Who?
Is our team in GameSpot UK.